Well, this month the beginning of this year has been really interesting. So we're halfway through March. I couldn't tell you the numbers of clients, but I have pipeline business of about £2 million worth of funds under management since the 1st of January as a result of social media marketing. These are new people coming to me. I might have known them, or they might have secondhand known me. And my brother's a financial advisor. I said to him, "What's your new business pipeline like this year?" And he went, "Nothing, just dealing with clients moaning about performance." I'm also having to deal with that, but I've got £2 million worth of pipeline business. Wow. And I'm not a massive business, you know. I am a one-man advisor. And I'm not spending any money doing it. I'm spending 5 minutes a day, sometimes less.
That's good. That's really good. No, thank you. Yeah, thanks for sharing some really good ideas, and I'm going to pick your brains on one or two of those offline. Good. So we're actually on time, which is nice. So I'll pass you over to Katie Baxter, who's going to run through the results of the MDRT benchmarking survey that's been recently undertaken. Over to you, Katie.
Oh, thank you, Gareth. Good morning, everybody. Lovely to see you. I'm actually going to be talking a little bit about the benchmarking survey first, Gareth, if that's okay. Can I just have a little show of hands? Who's actually been involved in the benchmarking survey? Lovely, thank you. So what is it? For those of you that haven't been involved, it's an MDRT resource and benefit that's available to COT and TOT members. And it's a survey of our practices and businesses with around 35 questions covering various aspects of our business lives, including revenue streams, employees and issues around employees, the type of business we do, the challenges we have like recruitment, regulation, etc., etc. You know, the question is why would we want to be part of it? I'm just going to share this. There we go. Can everybody see that? Can everybody see my screen there? Brilliant. Thank you. Okay, so just have a little look at this. This is some of the results from the 2022 benchmarking survey. So we should be part of it if we can, because it shows us how our businesses are stacking up against other members taking the survey. And don't worry, you can get a sterling version. You don't have to look at it in dollars. It provides us some very interesting data that we wouldn't otherwise benefit from if we weren't part of the survey. And now we're just about to go into our 4th year of the survey. It gives us an opportunity to start looking at trends. It can lead us to making a few tweaks in our businesses, and Simon is kindly going to share some of his wisdom in a minute as a result of being part of the survey. It's a great business checkup anyway, giving us important MI if we don't have it. And if we're part of it this year, then the results come out in September, and there's an opportunity to download and custom our own report so we can use it in our businesses. And obviously, the greater the number of people involved, the greater the benefit to members who are. It's also important to keep in mind that all of the information entered into this is completely confidential. In fact, a third-party organisation called Industry Insights handles the information and produces the statistics for MDRT members. If you don't want to fill it in and your accountant or practice manager knows all the information, then you can delegate it to them, although there will be some questions that only you can answer. So the survey is coming out in April, and those who are going to be invited to be part of it should be getting emails any day now, and we would love for you to be involved. We are trying to get the numbers up because that's of benefit to everybody, the more people involved. So if you're invited to be part of it, please can I ask you to do so. It'll take you half an hour and you'll need your vital bits of information from your accounts, etc. beside you as you go through it. But if anybody's got any questions, then please put a message in chat or contact me or Craig Pulfrey, who's also on the Zoom here today. We're both part of the benchmarking committee this year, and we'd love to help you and support you. I'm going to hand over to Simon now, or Gareth, are you going to do that? because he's got some interesting stories having been part of the survey. Thank you. You're on mute, Gareth.
There we go. Couldn't find my unmute, but thank you, Katie. Yes, that was really good because I didn't know much about the benchmarking survey at all previously. So thank you for that. So I will pass you over to Simon, who's going to run through how he's actually used it to benefit his business.
Thanks, Gareth. Yeah, thanks everyone. Good morning. This won't take too long, you'll be pleased to hear. So yes, we've done the survey every year that it's been in existence, which I think 2021 was the first year. And effectively, it just enabled us to get some real context as to where our business was compared to our peers. And whilst there's some sort of really healthy data in there from our point of view as to what we're doing well, we actually used it in order to focus on what we could strengthen on. Because one of the things the survey does, it kind of categorizes you against your peers. And when I say your peers, it's, you can really slice it and dice it. So we could compare ourselves to a business that had similar turnover, similar staff numbers, and that kind of stuff from around the world. So one of two of the key pieces of data the first time the survey came out for us was the fact that whilst our revenue was in the top quartile compared to our peers, there is a reality that actually our revenue per full-time employee was in the bottom quarter, in honesty. So it just meant that we weren't running, you know, the business, or we weren't getting the most out of our team and our processes as efficiently as we should do. So therefore what it done is it gave us a real focus, in honesty. It enabled us to focus on a certain area of our business where we felt we obviously needed to improve things, and therefore we then come up with an action plan. So one, because we focused, something changed. And therefore, to give you a headline number, so the difference in our numbers between 2021 and 2022, we improved our revenue per full-time employee by just under 40%. It's actually 39.77 in that year, just by doing certain really what I would deem to be basic things. Okay, and there's something else we've used it as well. And our profitability therefore increased by over 11% because of this as well. So to over 50%. So our business is now, I'd say, pretty lean and running pretty efficiently. So one of the things we do is we shared it with our team. You know, because instead of us kind of nagging them, or we weren't saying they weren't working hard enough, we just kind of shared the results to say, look, this survey is telling us we're not running the business as efficiently as we could do, particularly compared to people in our industry, and therefore ask them to start to come up with some ideas in order to help improve it. So one, it doesn't just come from Craig and myself who own the business. It's actually coming from an outside source, so that's always kind of slightly nicer, because it's not kind of just the bosses chewing their ear off for no good reason. It's a survey telling them the results, not us. It really then starts to empower them to try and do something about it. What it meant is we got loads of ideas from the team as to what we should do, and therefore sort of the 2 or 3 main ones that I'll share with you today, because we've only got a couple of minutes, is we incorporated a couple of pieces of technology that the team felt could really help them do things quicker, a suitability report system just to enable us greater delivery, a slightly higher quality of plan, so we incorporated that as one idea. They shortened some of our processes off the back of it. That was another one that came from the team. And actually also one of the things that's also come of it is we now have this thing called the 5 dials. So the 5 dials actually is something that basically is 5 key areas of the business that we share with our team on a month-by-month basis, that everybody's therefore aware of. We're all aligned as to what our business should look like within 2023, you know, if I look at this year, and it's just 5 key metrics, and the team are really on it. In a nutshell, there is an incentive at the end. So if we hit a certain level, then they get something. If we hit another level, they get something from that point of view. But at the moment, it has really changed my team's mindset in order to focus on certain areas. And it's amazing what they kind of share. So they come to us all the time now with cost-saving measures if they see something, because they've taken real ownership with it. They see they get something out of it, and actually it's just because it's become a focus. So from our point of view, you know, we've used it a lot really positively. 1 or 2 other things from the survey as an example is that the survey told us that we give 64% more holiday than our peers. So we told our team that, you know, from that point of view, you know, so that kind of information can become really powerful. It's not just us kind of, you know, with respect to preaching to the team, we can actually back it up with some of this data. What it also told us is that we're a larger than average independent financial advisory firm. So we come up with a tagline off the back of it, which is big enough to matter, small enough to care. And we use that with all our clients, and our clients actually kind of love that. And we've generated business, you know, off the back of it from that point of view. So there's loads of ways in which we've used it. It really has helped our business, and therefore I'm a massive advocate of it. Back to you, Gareth.
Perfect. Thanks, Simon. That was really good. I'm gonna have to dig out that survey and look at it. Perfect. Well, thank you guys. That's good timing. So we've it's been a busy morning. So hopefully it's been worthwhile. We've got some good ideas. Welcome to the new members who've joined us perhaps for the first time today. It's good to see some new faces. I believe, Kath, I'm right in saying that this will be uploaded on I think it usually goes online, doesn't it, on YouTube in the next few weeks. So that's not something we normally do. So hopefully these sessions will be added in the next few weeks. So enjoy the rest of the week, guys, and we'll catch up with you next month.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Gareth. Thanks, Gareth.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, everyone,
Thanks, Gareth.
for organising and to
Have
speak.
a good day. Bye.
Thanks, guys. Bye, Tony.